What is going on, everybody? Welcome to part two. Welcome to part two for the Pac-Man's this is 151, the original 152. Who cares? Anyways, we're back with the tier list for the original 151 Pokemon in Kanto. Yeah, and I guess we'll just start off with Seal. Seal, honestly, I'm gonna have to put it in the no opinion. Because I never used it in game. And honestly, I haven't really heard good things about it, and I don't even remember what it does in the show. So I actually have literally no opinion about it. But I heard that it wasn't even the best. Same goes with Dugong. Like, I think Dugong is definite like F tier, because like who cares about that um, you know, that annoying thing. The only thing I remember the only thing I remember from Dugong was in the movie where he's like Dugong. The only thing I remember is that Mewtwo movie where he sounded like he was getting penetrated from both ends, bro. Like I don't know, I don't know. Uh, so yeah, actually, he's gonna go to D tier for that. That's pretty good. All right, then we got Grimer. Grimer, I'm gonna say like a C tier. Who cares? I don't even know what else to say from that. Now, Muck, for some reason, I have a bit of a soft spot for Muck. Muck is going to go in the definite. Actually, no, never mind. He's not even that special either. Like, literally, he just like some slime essentially. You know that first like RP like that first enemy that you fight in an RPG essentially. That's what he is. Except the big daddy of that, I guess. I don't know. Like, there is literally nothing special about Muck. Now, if we're talking about a lowland Muck and stuff like that, yeah, I like the design better. I like the typing better. Yeah, just a lot more interesting. But yeah, I did have some interest in Muck though. I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, so okay. So Shelder, how can you hate that design? Look at it. It's a tongue that sticks out of a clam. Like how can you hate that? You know, it's adorable. Ha ha ha. But this guy, he's badass. Okay, he's gonna go in high C tier. He is a literal like drilling machine, but combined into a cloy, like a mollusk. I don't know, not mollusk. What the? I mean, he is a clam, but he's a type of clam. Whatever. Oyster. I'm fucking dumb. Wow, it literally says cloyster. Like, am I stupid? Anyways, but yeah, he's like an oyster, but just ready to drill your shit in, bro. Like, and like the way that they animated him in Pokemon Stadium, like, it kind of rectifies that. The way that his drills like just keep spinning in the top of his head. The thing the things that look like horns. That's where I'm like, bruh, that's awesome. That is awesome. And then we got Gastlo. Gastless. We're gonna put Ghastly here. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now we're gonna put him in high B tier because, like, yeah, it's just like essentially a ball of gas, but like that's one of the few creative designs I've ever seen for Ghosts, and that is no more obvious than with Haunter. I friggin' love Haunter, bro. That is A tier material. I just love the way that he just looks like that. In fact, well, we're gonna move some people over here in the A tier. All right, especially Alakazam. Yeah, we're gonna move him here. Yeah. So all these like Mons, but for Hunter, man, I just like the way that he looks, and then you know. It's kind of a shame that they downgraded him with Gengar. Honestly, they really did. Yeah, because like it just looks like it's a Clefable, but like dead. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like what they did with his design, with Gengar's design. So he's gonna go before Ghastly too, so yeah. And like honestly, if you ask me, Gengar just always has that, you know, you know the RAPE word, okay? He just looks like that. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Um, So when it comes to Onyx, dude, this guy's a definite F tier. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, he was Brock's like trusted steed or whatever. That's fine, but dude, he sucks in the game. And honestly, he got his ass beat by Ash's Pikachu because of sprinklers. I'm not lying to you. Check that goddamn episode. He lost because of sprinklers. If that could hurt your rock Pokemon, why do you have him there? Like, I don't know. That was really stupid. I understand that, yes, it could catch on fire, blah, 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 but, like, let's get a water Pokemon for that. I don't know. Like, I just don't get it. Man. And then again, in the game, he sucks too. If you're talking about the original or the original Pokemon Red and Blue or Leaf Green Fire Red, he just sucks. He just sucks. Yeah, I'm sure you could find like something for him to do if you really like him all that much. Um, but no. But no, like there are other Pokemon in his field, in his typing that could do better in that field as well. So it's like, nah, there's just nothing special about him. The thing that I like about him though is his design. Um, and I'm sure that Steelix is good too, but dude, I don't know. He's not that good. Now Drowsy, we're gonna put him in F tier because he reminds me of Bill Cosby. Hypno, he reminds me of Gru from what's that thing called? From Despicable Me. So we're gonna put in C tier. Yay. I actually don't have any opinions on these Pokemon. Again, I never used it. Like in Pokemon Red or Blue or any of the games, I never used it, and I think that it was also used to like hypnotize like these underage kids in Pokemon. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with this guy, so actually he's going to F tier with his Bill Cosby clone. Yeah. So Krabby, I'm actually gonna put in high C tier because he gnawed the shit, or not gnawed, but he pinched the shit out of Ash when they first met. I remember that episode when I was very young too. So yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. Yeah. And then Kingler is just a better version of that, if I'm being honest. But the problem is I never really tried Kingler or him in the game as well. There's just like, I don't know, I feel like there's so many water types and other ones to try out, and I never really get to try out Kingler or any of them. Maybe I will in my Pokemon Yellow. You know, Ash did have him, so, you know. Maybe I'll replace him instead of Blastoise. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Or Squirtle, whatever that I have right now, you know? So we're actually going to put the Chad right here. Actually, no, we're going to put him above. Yeah, we're going to put him in high B tier for sure. So yeah, I would have put him in A tier, but his design is just a little bit bland in my opinion. They could have done a little bit better. Voltorb is literally a ball, but I'm not gonna lie. When I said that, I actually had like I loved that design when I was a kid. Right, I really did, because you could have mistaken it, or what I thought is that you can mistake it for a Pokeball, right? But you obviously can't. I mean, look at the damn thing; it's actually bigger than a Pokeball, significantly bigger. So I don't know who thought that that was actually the case. And Electrode, I mean, he is a Thunder type. I'll put him in mid C tier. I'll just put him there. Why not? Him and Voltorb are very fast, so I'll give him that. But I don't really know what they did in the show. I forgot. And honestly, in the games, I never really used them, if I'm being completely honest with any of you. So yeah. Execute. I honestly, I don't remember using them in the game, and again in the show though, they actually kind of had a presence. So let's put them in like somewhere there. Yeah, let's put them there. Now, Exit, you whore, is actually pretty awesome. I'm gonna put him in. Actually, I'm gonna put him in A tier because his Psychic and Grass typing is not only unique, especially for the generation that he was in, right? But like there was actually a point to having him as well as Venusaur, or like instead of Venusaur. You know what I mean? Like, look, every other grass type in the first generation, other than Tangela and maybe some others, and Parasect or whatever, right? What are they all were grass and poison. Executor was actually psychic and grass. Like he was actually something unique for once, bro. Like you can't you can't put a price on that. It's like he was actually one of the more unique ones. So I don't know what else to say other than that. Never really tried him much, but come on, let's be honest. He's a Chad. That's it. Then Cubone is just like adorbs bait. Like, oh, he's so adorable, huh? But that's it. Don't have any other opinion on him. Marowak is literally probably. Oh wait, what the? Marowak is probably like legit the worst ground type. So, other than like Geodude and whatever, right? And Onyx, obviously. So we'll just put him there. Now Hitmonlee, bro. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna have to put him in S, and I'm gonna have to put my man here, Hitmonchan, in S. But although I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do like him more than Hitmonlee. So Hitmonchan is like, look, I have a knack for like seeing some type of, you know, boxer type of entity. Like it could be a person or a Pokemon or whatever in this whole slew of wacky ass Pokemon, right? Like there are so many characters or so many Pokemon in here that have like these weird designs and abilities and such, and then we get like this Pokemon that somehow is born or naturally has boxing gloves and like these shorts, or I don't know, it's like a dress short or whatever. I don't know how the hell you could be awesome and still have like a dress on essentially, but hey, Hitmonchan found a fucking way. In fact, I like him more than any of these. But let's put Hitmonlee there too. So yeah, no. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are complete chads. I love them. And in fact, Hitmonchan is one of my favorite Pokemon, period. Yep. So let's put him there. Licking Tongue. Literally have no opinion on. I know that, you know what, I am a little bit jealous of him. I'm not going to lie. Actually, like, yeah, let's put him in C tier. I'm a little bit jealous of him because he got to lick Jesse. So, I mean, what can I say? Coughing, I don't really care about it. Wheezing, same thing, but I guess he's slightly better than this guy. I don't know. Like, I know that James had him and blah blah blah, but like honestly, they're just boring. Like coughing and wheezing are just boring. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, I mean, I used to be like a Gen 1 apologist, I'm not gonna lie, but ooh, yeah. There are some like design flaws and everything and like the missed potential for certain Pokemon that they either actually fixed in the later games, right? With like the Alolan wheezing and, you know, the Alolan muck and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, we're talking about these guys because I have no experience with them, so yeah, whatever. Ride on. I would like to ride on, if you know what I mean. I'm kidding. No, right. That's Rhyhorn. I'm stupid. This is Ride on, right? Yeah. So let's just put him there for now because I feel like I want to put this guy on high B and then this guy in A because they remind me of like rock dinosaurs, bro. Who can't? Who hates on rock dinosaurs? You know, who? Who can hate on rock dinosaurs? You know, and it's like I think Rhydon is also like the best ground and rock type in this generation too. So I mean, how can you hate on that? So he has a really good attack. He has a good move pool. Yeah, there's just a lot that Rhyhorn and Rhydon could do. So I'm gonna put him right over there actually. So yeah, we'll just do that. And then Chancerino. Chancerino might be good. I'm gonna put it in C because like other than it being Nurse Joy's bitch, I don't really know what else it does. Like Nurse Joy's like little slave or whatever. I don't know what it does personally. Tangela, Tangela. I always wanted to utilize. I always wanted to utilize Tangela, but I never really. Hold on, let's put it there. But I never really like found a use of doing so. You know what I mean? Because like I mean I had Venusaur and I had Weeping Bell and I'm kidding. No, but really though, or Victory Bell, that's what I'm at. But like I don't know, I tried other grass types and like I didn't even bother trying Tangela, but I always wanted to. I always wanted to. So yeah, maybe I will. But the only problem with Tangela is that what you see is what you get. Like it doesn't evolve. The moves that you expect it to learn, it will like get. You know what I mean? It's like I don't really know. I don't really know if it's even worth investing in this generation. Because it didn't get a new generation until or a new evolution until Diamond and Pearl, and even then, I don't even think it was that good too. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. But let's see. Kangaskar. Dude, Kangaskhan. We're gonna put it below but what's her name? Needle Queen because again, tits, But it has a baby in there. So yeah, it's funny. Horsey, I don't care. Seadra, Seadra is also one of those Pokemons that I just like. I never knew what it did. Like I mean, I never really tried it. I never really trained it. So I think like, but I kind of like the design, so I'll put it in C. There you go. I'll put it in mid C. Goldeen, funny, haha. No, I will put Goldeen like high D, but that's about it. And Seeking is literally like a goldfish, so it's like slightly better than that. I don't know. Like, I don't care. Now, Starmie, we're on Starmie. This, I actually have a little bit more opinions on. Now, the fact that it's just a bland starfish kind of hurts it a little bit, but, hey, it was like one of Misty's, actually, like, that was her Pikachu, essentially, right? Like, or either that or Psyduck. So, but it's like Starmie, was actually a formidable mofo in the show, and it's actually a really decent watermon in the games. So, yeah, having him on your team and training it up to a Starmie is not a bad idea. Now, Starmie, it's actually not bad. We're gonna put Starmie obviously above it, but hell, we're gonna put it in like we're gonna put it here. Yeah, we're gonna put Starmie here. Because again, I don't really okay, so Starmie again is like Misty's go-to, but you know, and also it's a very viable Pokemon. But to me, it's a little bit bland, but I'm not going to deny its usefulness there. Now, in terms of design, though, I do like Starmie way better than Staryu because, or yeah, Staryu, that's what I meant to call him. But yeah, Staryu for the last one, because it has like basically a spinning. Like it has a second starfish spinning in its back. Like okay, I will admit that's kind of awesome. It, like especially like its standing animation in Pokemon Stadium is like kind of hypnotizing too. Like the way that it sways the the starfish in its back. I don't know, man. It's just like it's kind of good. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Mr. Mime, I would keep away from my kids. Scyther. So Scyther has always been a cool one, has always been a cool one. Definitely gonna put it in A. Why? Because it's awesome. No other reason. So Jinx, well, we could talk later, babe. Yeah, we could talk later, babe. Electabuzz, I have no opinion on, honestly. I'm just putting him there. I have no opinion on, but I always wanted to train one. Kind of in the same place as Tangela there, right? Magmar has an ass for a head. Don't really like it that much. Put it in D. Pinsir. Pinsir, he always like kind of gave me an uneasy vibe as a kid, honestly, but I always liked it. So with that unique type of feeling towards it, I'm gonna put it like higher. Yeah, I'm gonna put it right here, actually. Yeah. I'm gonna put it below Psyduck, but still, yeah, I like Pinsir. Don't know why. Like it has an uneasiness that I could like. So when it comes to Taurus, Tauros is just like a bland bull. Like there's kind of nothing special about him. I'm sorry, but he is F tier. He is one of the better normal type though. Don't get me wrong. In Pokemans, like yeah, he is in the game and in the show. I don't really know. Look, if he beat up Ash or whatever, that's fine. Okay, I will put him in a higher tier. Make sure to tell me that in the comments below if he did. But yeah, as it stands, it's just a bland bowl. Like that's really it. Magikarp is hilarious and deserves more, but I'm gonna put him in B tier. Now Gyarados is absolute what the kids call a Giga Chad. He's gonna go in high A tier, honestly. Amazing. Wait, no, not there. All right. There you go. There you go. So yeah, he's awesome. Lapras, it's a good, it's a good question. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna put Lapras in B. Definitely B. Yeah. So I'm gonna put it right over here. There you go. It kind of reminds me of that thing like from Mario 64, But honestly, I don't know. Didn't Ash have one too? I think he did. Was that Ash or Misty? I'm not sure. I know one of them had it, but I don't know. I don't know. Now, Ditto. Um, I yeah, no opinion. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, look, in the first game, he is able to transform into anyone, like any Pokemon, but you do realize that took a turn, right? That actually took a turn to do. So the problem with that is that like if you copied that Pokemon, well, guess what? You're gonna lose to that Pokemon obviously because like they get to have an attacking move first, so it's like it wasn't really that good. So Eevee, since we're talking about Eevee only though, I'm gonna put it in C tier. How about that? I'm gonna put it in high C tier. But yeah, that was Gary's like I guess starter. I don't know, but yeah, Vaporeon. Vaporeon, I'm gonna put it in somewhat of a C tier. I don't really know what else it does. If I'm gonna be honest with you, like I never really played with it all that much. But Jolteon, I will put in B tier. Yeah, mid B tier for now. And Flareon, I'm gonna put in. Flareon like always looked the most appealing, but then I realized like Arcanine is actually better in my opinion. At least Vaporeon actually has more of a nice water type look to it. You know what I mean? Flareon is just yeah. I mean, it looks like a fire Eevee. Like it looks like an Eevee on fire. Yeah, and that's about it. Porygon, never really tried him. I never really tried Porygon. I think he is one of the few Pokemon that could like learn every move or almost every move. So, we'll put him above them at least. There you go. I mean, hell, you know what? We'll put him next to Electabuzz. There you go. Oh, Omanite. I like his name, so he's gonna go in like C tier, above everyone here. Omastar. Omastar is a little bit cooler, so he's gonna go right over here. Kabuto. Kabuto, not only do I like the name, but I actually kind of like the mon, I actually like how it looks like, and, when I was a kid, it actually kind of creeped me out, I'm not gonna lie. Because I thought the top were its eyes, and then you look, and it's like these big glowing red eyes, it's like, what the hell? I love mindfuckery like that, I do. Now, Kabutops, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, no, he's going all the way to S tier, my guys. He is, one of my favorite Pokemon, man. Absolutely. him and Hitmonchan. I want to make a team with them as well as some other ones that we're gonna go down the list of. But yeah, no, he is awesome. He is awesome in every goddamn way. He's a prehistoric fossil Pokemon that has scythes for arms. Now I know there's Scyther, but he's not extinct now, is he? He's not supposed to be extinct now, is he? Um, no, we have like Kabutops over here, who like is a physical water type, which I guess in Generation 1 could be a problem, but I don't care. He is so damn awesome. I love the shape of his head, and it is a crime that he did not get a Mega Evolution. Honestly, it really is. It should be a shame that he didn't. Oh boy, I don't know what else to say other than yeah, no, he is awesome. And yeah, I will make a team around him and Hitmonchan and the two others that I love on this list, which you guys will find out. But then we also got Aerodactyl. You guys are gonna hate me for this, but again, I don't know what Aerodactyl does, but I know he's good. I know he's good, but I don't really know because I never really used him. Because look, think about it. Okay, I was using what's his name, like Charizard. All right, I already had a flying type, and then I had Pidgeotto at the time, or Pidgeot, sorry, which I know is a crime, like training a Pidgeotto or goddamn it, a Pidgeot instead of Aerodactyl, I know, but still, like you have to understand, that's too many damn flying types on my team. Shit. So like I had way too many, and he was level 25 when my team was like 50 and above. So I didn't want to train. I don't want to train all that, you know. So pardon me, but yeah. So Snorlax is obviously a sleeping champion. I could relate, man. Like, all I want to do, honestly, is just like sleep and eat too, bro. Seriously. That's all I want to do too. So, yep. We could relate. So, here we are with Articuno. Articuno, um, it's not in D tier. Hold on. I'm just gonna put in like somewhere around a high C tier. I just don't really know what's special about it, if I'm being honest with you guys. I really don't. Again, it's also one of those Pokemon that I don't really use because again, flying, like seriously, another flying type. Now Zapdos is definitely my favorite. It's gonna go in A tier for me. Yeah, definitely A tier, and it's gonna go probably in the. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it there. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put it above Arcanine. And like the reason for that is because like Zapdos has a lot of coverage. Even though that, yes, I know that's thunder and flying. That means that although ground would be super effective against it, it can't even affect it because it's flying. That's awesome. And fighting is also resistant against it. And I don't know, like it just has a lot more utility for it being a thunder and flying type. It really does. It's crazy. It's crazy. Shit, I don't know what I did there. Anyhow, so yeah, so that's good. Hold on, we'll put Aerodactyl above like some of these. Damn, there you go. There. Yep. So there you go. And then Moltres. Look, he always competed with my boy Charizard, okay? And I'm like, look, I don't care how much of a legendary you are, you will not be my homie Charizard, all right? So, yeah, you could be fire and flying, yeah, all the way down to the bottom of A tier, bruh. I mean, it's not all that down, but because Moltres is awesome. It does have fiery wings, which honestly I kind of felt like Charizard should have had too. So, to be fair to it. It does have a better design, almost, than Charizard. Or Charizard is a goddamn dragon. So, you can't beat that. And then, Dratini, it looks like a literal eel that I would not like anywhere near me. And then Dragonair, yeah, this is Dragonair. Definitely gonna be around there. Again, never really trained one or anything like that. Didn't have any experiences. But when it comes to Dragonite, oh my god, this guy is definitely gonna go to high A tier because of the show or episode that I remember him from. He is absolutely insane, bro. Like I remember in the show where it was like this giant one that like its eyes glowed and it was like in a misty night. Like, oh man, that was the vibes, bro. That was actually like the vibes for for the show. Like it was more scary, but not in a type of way. It was like more in a oh wow, like it's you like seeing that awesome ass imagery of that, and so like yeah, Dragonite is definitely going to be in high A tier because of that awesome ass episode where it just built up that whole thing. I remember just that one scene when I watched it like 20 plus years ago. Just that one scene because of how well it was made. You know, I know that wasn't like an average Dragonite, but that was my introduction to him in general, not only in the show, but in general. And also, he's really good in the game as well. So, yep, you can't deny that. In fact, again, we'll put him right here. There you go. There you go. So, Mewtwo, man, my boy Mewtwo. He's definitely going to go to S tier. Look, it's not because, like, oh, man, he's one of the most powerful mons. No, it's not that. But it's because, like, Mewtwo actually was one of the few, like, was the first Pokemon to me, other than Meowth, that actually talked. Not only did he talk, but he was like one of the most powerful beings on that earth, Not to mention that he was so fucking awesome that he made like variants of other Pokemons. Like he made clones of other Pokemons, and like when they made that design for Charizard and Venusaur and Blastoise, that was the coolest shit I ever saw in my life, you know? So he was like actually part of like the first and best Pokemon movie that was ever there. So yeah, no, he's definitely gonna go to S tier because of that. Like his presence is what's awesome, not the fact that he's a goddamn Uber tier in the first game, which he is. So yeah. So honestly, he's gonna be part of my team in the original gen, in the first gen. So yep, he's going there. Mew, okay. So I'm gonna be a little bit unfair here, and I'm gonna put Mew in high B tier, at least over here, because the way you get him in the original is absolutely stupid. I missed out on getting Mew so many times because of the fact that you need a stupid glitch just to get him, a glitch that I would have never even guessed to do. You know. So when I was playing Pokemon Red, or I don't even know if this works in Fire Red and Leaf Green either, by the way, but yeah, in order to get him, you need to pull off some stupid glitch instead of like being able to find him like after you beat the game or something, Now it is nice that you could get him early in the game. That's true, but I never knew about that. That's one. And two, when you go past a certain part, you can never get him. So oops, it's kind of stupid, ain't it? Really is. Yeah, it's really dumb. So I mean, I'm sure there's other ways of getting him, like maybe later down the game, but yeah, the way that I know, no, you can't anymore. But hey, thankfully I got him in my emulated versions of Pokemon Red and Yellow. So there you go. But still, he's hard to get. And then as I'm training him in Pokemon Red, by the way, all he knows is Pound. And then like maybe some other stuff like later down the line. But he doesn't even get Confusion. Like he's like level 26 now. And he doesn't even get Confusion or Psychic, any of that. So it's like, what the hell? When are you going to learn a fucking Psychic move, my guy? So, yeah, no, I don't know, man. Yeah, he's not really that good, and he's not as chatted or goated as Mewtwo. I'm sorry. Pidgey, obviously, I'm going to put in F tier. It's literally just a bird. I have no, I have literally almost no opinion on it, other than the fact that it's just a bland bird that sucks really bad in the beginning of the game. That's it. Pikachu, hey, yeah, you're also F tier. So I know you guys are going to be like, oh my god, how can you hit on Pikachu? Look, I don't want to hear it. Pikachu sucks ass in the games. He sucks ass in the show. And in Smash Bros, he's annoying. So the last one I will admit is a little bit more petty. But, dude, in the show, how many times did Pikachu, like, I'm talking about branching throughout the whole series. How many times did Pikachu, like, get his ass kicked by not only Raichu, but in general, when it had no business in doing so? Again, I already mentioned this in the first part of this tier list, but bro, how are you gonna lose the Raichu twice? Like one's okay in Kanto, that's fine. In the Kanto series, that's fine. But then you lost again in Diamond and Pearl to a fucking Raichu yet again. Like, what? Are you kidding me? And then it contemplates on, do I want to turn into Raichu or not? Like, didn't you already have that quarrel? Didn't you already do that stupid thing? Like, no, no, f off. You suck. You suck. And then in the Black and White series, it literally lost to a goddamn Snivy. Are you kidding me? A Snivy? Oh my god, no. You have lost all my respect, you piece of shit Pokemon. And then you want to talk about him in the games? He sucks ass in the games. Again, other than Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Let's Go, he sucks. You know? And even in those games where he's actually good and viable, he's still a glass cannon. Like, bro, that's all he is. And there's a lot of good glass cannons in those games. So it's like, I don't even know if you, like, really. I don't know. But in Pokemon Yellow and Let's Go, he actually does have a lot of coverage because he's able, like the Pokemon Yellow, he's able. If you guys don't know, he's able to learn Surf, fly, stuff like that. So it's actually pretty cool. It is pretty cool. So there you go. Okay, so then we have Rattata. Literally, I don't care for it, but I guess it's a good beginning mon. So whatever. Metapod, literal F tier. Who cares about it? It's literally just a shell. It's literally just a shell that could use Harden. Wow, amazing. Firo is actually one of the few. Is actually like one of the few good flying types that you could get relatively early. So I'm actually gonna put it right over here because of that. Like honestly, Firo is pretty good. And it actually learns good flying moves. Unlike, we're just gonna skip to him for now. Unlike this guy, Pidgeot or Pidgeot. Yeah, this is Pidgeot. So I'm gonna put him in somewhere in D tier. I'll be nice and put him in D tier. Yeah, we'll put him there because again, he's a really bland flying type, literally just a bird with a shitty mullet. That that like doesn't even learn a flying type move since God knows when. He still doesn't in my Pokemon Yellow playthrough if you guys have watched that. So I don't know. And he's like level 20 something. Yeah, Gust is normal. Gust is a normal type move in the first generation. So that's not. He doesn't even have Peck. He doesn't have anything. So yeah, no, he sucks. Um and then we got Weedle. Weedle definitely gonna be in like I'm gonna put it in C tier actually. Because at least Weedle had Poison Sting that could actually like poison. It has a big chance of poisoning. So it's like it's easier to train than what we would say Caterpie. Caterpie literally sucks, but I will put it in low D tier because better than Metapod at least. You have to train it from a Metapod in order for it to transform to a Metapod that knows Tackle. So yeah, so Caterpie is better. But not by much. Let's see. We also got Raticate. Raticate is actually pretty useful. I'm actually gonna put him in low B tier, because he's pretty good in the whatchamacallit. Wait, we're gonna switch it up a little bit here. Okay, we're gonna put Ghastly all the way over here, and we put Gengar all the way over there. There you go. Yeah. So we're gonna put Raticate in B tier because he knows a move that could like automatically, doesn't matter what type they are, what level they are, it does not matter. That has their moves called Super Fang, and he also has Hyper Fang, which is a good normal attacking move. So if you feel like you're not gonna do that much damage or really gonna last that long against that Pokemon, you could literally use Super Fang, and that will give you half their damage for free. Honestly, so it's like, hey, that is actually really cool, and yeah, Eradicate is actually kind of underrated in that aspect. But again, he's really good for from the beginning to mid, yeah, like the beginning to middle of the game. Really, there are a lot of better normal types for you to get at that point, especially Snorlax. Like, if Snorlax kind of blows him out of the water, obviously, right? So, yeah, which is not fair, but that's how it is. So Ekans, Ekans is okay. I will say that he is easier to train than most. Let's put him right here in the like again, and he is good in the beginning of the game and to middle of the game, and then no, but before that, he's actually able to transform to Arbok, so it's like it doesn't even matter. You know. Which, speaking of which, we're gonna go with Arbok for here. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. He is again. You guys are probably gonna be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" But he is definitely in my favorites. Yep, I don't care. So Arbok is like one of my absolute favorite Pokemon in general because of his amazing like color scheme design, and honestly like even though that he kept getting his ass kicked by Pikachu in the show, I'm sure that he actually could be awesome. But again, like they just had to put give him antics. So yeah, I don't care though. If I had a Arbok, and I trained it, I would have trained it to eat that stupid Pikachu, and then shit it out later on. So yeah, Arbok is awesome. Pidgeotto again is okay. I'll just put it yeah, whatever. I don't care. Just gonna put it there. Now B drill is actually not that bad. We're gonna put it in like somewhere around like there ish, because you have to understand that is really good for early to mid game again, because like again, it like gets pin is it pin needle or twin needle? Twin needle. I don't know, but it gets that, which is a decent bug move for the first generation. You know what I mean? It really is like, and for the beginning of the game, it will do you like it will be fine. And then poison jab is also really good for it. I don't know, like it's a physical attacker, obviously, unlike Butterfree, which Butterfree is not that good in my opinion. It's really not, which we will get to. Yeah, no, Butterfree is definitely gonna put it right there, but yeah, it's definitely like D tier. Butterfree sucks so bad. Like, yeah, it's a special attacker, but what bug move do you know is a special move? You know what I mean? I guess we could talk about like the fact that maybe it's more viable in Leaf Green, Fire Red, and yes, it does know sleeping powder and all that. But guess what? That's why I have Venusaur, right? That's why I have this guy. you know, that's why I do. And so like that's where I'm like, I don't know. Then it's like you're obviously not going to be more useful in that field than goddamn Venusaur. You know. So yeah, no, I like Venusaur more. It's definitely better. With that being said, though, yeah, no, like Butterfree is fine for the early game, obviously, but it's not that good. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It's really not. So obviously, Kakuna will be above Weedle. So where's that? Where is that wee little bastard? Where is that wee? Where is it? Where's Weedle? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was gonna put it above it. So there you go. It's just a little bit better than that. It has actually good defense, and yeah, it could stall when you actually poison it. It's actually better than Metapod, way better than Metapod. So yeah, the fact that it could use whatchamacallit. Now I know when you get it wild, blah blah blah. Yeah, you need to do that, or like it doesn't. It only has Harden, but like you could just a Weedle is a lot more common, so you could just like get it and then blah blah blah, train it a teeny bit, and you'll get it to a Kakuna. You know, so it's not that bad. Um, Nagaspiro, pretty decent starter bird. That's about all I could say. So whatever. So Bulbasaur, I'm gonna put in some sort of B tier. I'm gonna put him right there. Bulbasaur is like awesome. He like just seems like one of those chill Pokemon in the shows, and also he's really not a bad starter. If you ask me, he's really not a bad starter. Like if I'm being honest, Bulbasaur is a complete Chad. Um, like in the beginning of the game, when you get him, instead of him learning like absorb or like some sort of attacking grass move, he actually learns leech seed, which is actually not bad especially in the beginning of the game where you have Growl. I know you guys are probably saying, "Bro, stop memeing. You're being stupid right now." No, really though. Look, if you use Leech Seed, you're good until that mon like faints, and then you could keep using Growl if they're a physical attacker. You could keep using Growl, and like it'll just do less and less and less damage to you while you just keep getting free health, more and more. You just keep getting free health. And then while that happens, like when you like took down their attack enough, or the maximum amount of times, which is 6, by the way, then you could just keep using tackle. And by the time they use tackle like at least 4 or 5 times in the early game, they're gone. They're dead. See you later. You know? My God. So yeah, it's actually a pretty solid strat, especially in the beginning of the game. It's actually really good. I tried that in my Pokemon Yellow. That's actually really good. So yeah. All right, then we're gonna talk about Ivysaur. He's not F tier. Hold on. Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about Ivysaur, which obviously he is a little bit better. But no, honestly, he is significantly better. I will put him in A because of the fact that his presence in Smash Bros is actually amazing. Look, he's the perfect combination between being a bulky grass type and a fast grass type, right? So the fact that they put him in Smash Bros, being like the first quadruped or whatever, like whatever that thing is, like where it stands on all fours, called, did they call it quadruped, something like that, quadrupod or whatever, um in Smash Bros. And like, although he wasn't super good in Brawl, in Ultimate is where he actually shined. Like, he was actually one of the more fun characters and devastating characters to play as in Ultimate. So yeah, no, he was awesome. And not to mention that in Ultimate, Pokemon Trainer as a whole got a buff. So yeah, like the fact that you could switch in the air, and like more fluently, to combo with each other, like with Squirtle and Charizard, like is actually really good. But hey, this guy is awesome. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. He is awesome. Like, he's again the perfect combination between a bulky and a speedy grass type. So yeah, that's why he was in Smash Bros. And yeah, this is what Ash should have let him evolve to in the show. So yeah, Ash is stupid. And then we also got Venusaur. So Venusaur obviously is like the perfect stalling mon. But look, man, I'm gonna put Ivysaur somewhere over here. Yeah, but look, he's gonna be an A tier, but below Ivysaur. I'm sorry, but I do like Ivysaur a little bit better. Like, Venusaur is awesome in the fact that he's like a plant Pokemon or whatever. But dude, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, like, he is like, I love his design and I love his stall game. But again, if we're talking about like like their viability, I just love Ivysaur more. He was in Smash Bros. Like, he wasn't exactly very slow yet in the game. Like in the Pokemon games, so like he could outsped like a lot of the early game Pokemon. And like, well, yeah, no, that's about it, because they're the same types. Unfortunately, I was gonna say like he didn't gain the grass and poison, but no, it's always been grass and poison. So I'm dumb. But yeah, no, I just like Ivysaur a little bit better, because of my experiences. But that's it. So then we get on. We're just gonna go on down to Raichu real quick. So Raichu, way better than Pikachu in my opinion. Yup, fight me on that. I don't care. I'm gonna put Raichu in actually an actual B tier. Really, they're definitely better than Kadabra. There you go. Yeah, like Raichu is an absolute Chad in not only in the show but in the game. He's actually better than Pikachu. Yeah, in the games Pikachu sucks badly, horrible. In most of the games, at least. Again, he sucks horribly. Meanwhile, Raichu is actually sort of viable. It could use Hyper Beam. I think it could also use Earthquake. I could be wrong, but I think it could use Earthquake. Um, and like and its a special attack and everything is actually a lot more powerful. So yeah, with that being said, Pikachu doesn't have any of those luxuries. Okay, Pikachu is a glass cannon that doesn't hit hard, or a glass pistol, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know. Not even a pistol, you know. Meanwhile, Raichu can make stuff actually happen. Like, yeah, it's not amazing, but it's significantly better than Pikachu. And even in the show, like, I never really seen Raichu act like an aggressive asshole like Pikachu's, you know? Like, the like Raichu's in Pokemon, I don't know. I always seen it shy. I always seen it like confident. I always seen it like chill. But I never seen it like Pikachu, where it just like assaults people and like just be an absolute brat. Like I never seen that before. So yeah, the Raichu is actually better, and the fact that it kicked Pikachu's ass twice throughout the whole series of the thing is actually funny to me. So, yep. Yeah, no, Raichu's a Chad and it's actually better than Pikachu. Eat my shit. I don't care. So yep. Now we're gonna get to Charmander. Charmander is also a Chad, but I'm gonna put him in B. So I'm gonna put him right here. I think that's a perfect thing. Look, in the show, he actually was one of the few of the starters that actually have more of a personality, in my opinion. Well, actually, no, that's not true. We got Squirtle, and I do like Squirtle more, honestly. I'll get to those reasons, but Charmander, is still like I love his design. Okay, like it's just so simple. A big head, like the legs obviously to hold it up, and then the tinier arms. I don't know. And then like the long tail. I don't. It's just such a simple design, but it's effective. So with that being said, like, why is it only B tier? Well, because like, okay, he is really good in the beginning, obviously, right? Uh, like he is a good starter that learns Ember at level 7, right? So he's actually one of the best fire starters, believe it or not. Yeah, you don't really get that luxury with a lot of them, so yikes. But anyways, with that being said, though, this guy is awesome and you shall love him. No, but like he actually was one of the few that had more of a personality in the original one, like, and you actually saw Charmander grow more and more, like you've seen him more annoyed of Ash and like actually hated him, rightfully so, because Ash is a complete cuck and he sucks. But like Charmander, like he went from being okay with Ash to like more distant from him, and then as a Charizard, like as a Charmeleon, and then as a Charizard, he disobeyed him completely. Like you actually seen him go through an arc like that, and that's actually kind of cool. And then like yeah, and then also when Ash found him, he was in a rainforest, like trying to survive the fucking rain. I don't know what a Charmander was doing there in the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, the fact that he was able to survive that, is actually amazing. Because if you guys don't know, if the fire off of a Charmander, Charmeleon, or Charizard, you know, if that goes out, then they do too. Like they actually die if the flame on their tail goes out. Now I imagine it can't just be as simple as just water touching it, obviously. But yeah, they still have to be careful. Clearly, especially as a Charmander, I imagine he's not super strong. So, or the fire is not amazingly strong, so he needs to be careful. So there you go. Yep. And then Charmeleon, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what is the benefit of Charmeleon. I like his color better than even Charizard too. Like I like the color better here. I wish Charizard was that deep red too. I really do. But yeah, wait, hold on. We're actually gonna put Charmeleon somewhere in like either low B or even like C. I'll put him in high C. Like, but high C, haha. But that's about it. That's about all I can say. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. Like, honestly. Ugh. But, hey, I'm trying to finish everything in this one part, or in this second part, so bear with me here. Charmeleon is just that, like, awkward middle ground of Charmander and Charizard. Like, it's obviously a second form, and I guess it's good at doing that, but that's about it, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just kind of that bland, right? So then we get to Charizard. Okay, I made it no secret at this point, that this dude is definitely one of my favorites. Absolutely. Definitely one of my favorites. I can't even say my complete favorite, but it is one of my favorites in the entire first generation. You know, the fact that he is a fire dragon or whatever is absolutely awesome. But not only that, um, he also disobeys Ash, and he like he fucked him over so many times. So yeah, yeah, and I love him because of how much of a tough Pokemon he is. So honestly, it's just a match made in heaven. I like him a lot. I hate Ash. He hates Ash as well. What else? Like we just sit down and have a cup of tea, or I don't know, and just talk about how much we hate Ash. So yeah, Charizard is awesome, and obviously like he is one of the better fire types in the first generation. Right. So, yeah. The only thing that kind of screws it up is that it's kind of twice weak to rock, obviously, but ground does not affect it because it's flying. You know, so that's a plus that people don't really look at. So yeah. Now we're on to the big three over here. So we're gonna put Squirtle all the way up to S. I don't care. Squirtle is definitely going to be an S. I'm going to put him right here. Squirtle is definitely going to be an S for me because of obviously the Squirtle squad in the original, but then also like Squirtle seems to be one of the more level-headed ones in Ash's team. Um, but you know, and also he made a presence in Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Yep, or in the Smash Bros series. And he is one of the more fair and fun characters to go against and to be in Brawl and Ultimate. Yeah, so the fact that he was actually like able to be like the good lead in Smash Bros, right? Like it would probably be easier for you to just pick him in the beginning, but I'm stubborn, so I'll always just pick Charizard as my starting character in that. But like Squirtle was definitely one of the better picks to be in Smash Bros. And the fact that he was, it kind of swayed my opinion a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. So, with that being said, though, he also made a good presence in the show. Like I said, the Squirtle Squad and the fact that he was one of the more level-headed Pokemon in Ash's team. Yeah, no, yeah. So he good. He good. So yeah, there you go. That's all I can say. Oh yeah, and also I had a lot of good memories using him in Pokemon Leaf Green when I was training them when I played Pokemon Leaf Green the first time playing it. It was nice. Yeah, I just wanted to try him. So now Wartortle, obviously, honestly, he's even worse than Charmeleon to me. I don't even know what Wartortle did. Throughout the show, not even only the show, but like when you get to him, much like Charmeleon, you're just like, man, I just want my Charizard or I just want my Blastoise, like as soon as possible, because like, look, you either like seeing them in their first form or you like seeing them in their last form. I don't really know anyone who likes Wartortle or Charmeleon as their favorite. You know what I mean? I just don't. I don't. So, yeah, now we get to the big boy, Blastoise. Obviously, I had such a nice time with him as my final starter, or yeah, like as the final form of my starter in Pokemon Leaf Green. It was nice. I had a good time, but you're just not gonna. No, I'm kidding. No, but well, honestly, especially in the first generation, man, I already have a favorite water type, and there's a lot of other water types that you could use. And Blastoise is not even the best special attacking water type either. You know what I mean? It's like there are other better ones really that you could use. Like hell, even Lapras is like a water and ice, which is actually kind of useful. But Blastoise is just water. He's just water. So that's kind of an issue, right? But his design is awesome. He's literally a big turtle with cannons on his back. Like how the hell can you say no to that? That is a pretty cool design. I'm not gonna lie, but again, I just kind of wish that he had more to him. Maybe like a better like a extra typing, like maybe dark and water would have been really nice. I don't know, maybe, but hey, He is still a bulky water type, a bulky special attacking water type. So you can't exactly go wrong with that. You know, he's still pretty good with that. So what can you say? Other than he is a really good water type, and especially for a starter, he's definitely going to be the best water type you're going to have for a while. So that has to be said. Anyhow, I think that's it. Yep, that's all. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to send me an idea on what tier list you want me to do, please put it down in the comments below or I will scream. All right, see you later.